back, episode 3 of Twin Talk. We got Rome, Noah, Rick, Jesus. Special guest right there. Alright, we got a pretty important topic today.
Yep.
We're going to be talking about men.
Huh?
No, what the fuck? Nah.
Alright, keep going.
Nah, not just about men, but about men's roles in relationship. Right? POVs, how we feel as men in today's society. Okay?
Yeah.
So, first thing we're going to talk about is first date pet peeves. And what we can do is we can go like one by one and then see if anybody relates to it type shit.
And just for reference, we put a Q&A on the ground, and this is what we got back. So this is what we're doing.
Yeah. Okay. We're going to let our special guest start it off. So what is...
Alright, I mean,
any experiences you've ever had, or just if you were to go on another first date
In general.
what would be a pet peeve for you?
shit, back in middle school, my pet peeve. No, I think a pet peeve of mine is like feeling like, I guess they want the man to like lead conversation, you know, like if and sometimes like it's a lot hard for like a guy, like, you know, you already did all the big steps of like asking a girl out, picking the place, or like expecting that like it's classy enough to where you can impress her, but also not too cheap to where like she's like, oh, this dude's fucking broke. So like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So like, I feel like sometimes like a lot of like guys, they go in nervous, and so like we might not be able to lead with like a bunch of like topics of conversation. So like that's a pet peeve of mine when it's like, alright, well, you're very quiet. It's like, well, bitch, like I'm fucking nervous as fuck. Like,
Yeah.
I didn't think I'd get this far.
And they be
like,
dry sometimes too. Like,
Yeah,
y'all go on a nice dinner or nice date, whatever, and you're just talking, and then they're just like, yeah, oh really? Just like dry convo, dry replies, like, nah, I ain't cool.
Because I feel that's probably like the last thing that's on your mind is, oh, well, what am I going to talk about tonight? Nah, it's like,
yeah, like,
do I look good enough? Do I...
I didn't come in here with index cards like, alright, let me lead her with this thing.
Yeah.
Let me start off with an icebreaker.
Nah, for me, bro, like, I feel like I'm low key, like, I wouldn't say antisocial, but like, I wouldn't say I get nervous, bro, but like, in a public setting, like, if I don't know you one-on-one, like, I would kind of be like, oh, like, kind of quiet, just like waiting for you to like say some shit. Once people talk to me, I can talk forever, but I'm not the type of person to be like, oh, like, you hear about this or see this or whatever. So like, I'd be thinking about that shit when I go like on a first date, like, oh, like, what am I gonna say? Because like you said, it's kind of expected to be like, oh, like, you lead, like, and for me, I'm just like, damn, like, what do I talk about? Like, the other day when we went to the movies and I seen that girl there that I went up to, I was like, damn, like, I went up to her like this and that, and I thought, low-key, like, I wasn't expecting to get that far, like he said, and then I was like, damn, so like, what do I say now? Like, I'm just kind of dry, like, yeah, damn, so I just fucking dip, dog. So yeah, that's something I think about just because I feel like, I don't know, I just fucking struggle with that. So I try to think ahead, but then it kind of backfires because I'm thinking too much and like, fuck, I should go with the flow.
You end up saying dumb shit.
Yeah.
Nah, pet peeve of mine, like on a first date especially, is just when they always on their phone, you know. What you laughing at, bro?
Nah.
What did you say?
What you laughing at?
No, I was like, when we got paid.
Hey, matter of fact, no,
Nah, but for real, like when they always on their phone, like when you're trying to hold a conversation with them and they're just on their phone the whole time you're with them, like yo, I'm taking you out. I'm most likely gonna pay for this meal or whatever. Like, at least give me some attention or at least hold the conversation. Like, you've been on your phone all day. You could not look at it for an hour or two, something like that.
Yeah.
But just the phone thing, because everything now is social media, you know, tech and all that. So when they on their phone, that's like the biggest one for me.
Texting their besties and shit. Oh, he's not all that type shit.
This dude's broke.
Nah, and on that note too, like, I know me, like, I have a lot of, I see girls, like, on my Instagram, like, they post on the story, like, oh, like, out at this nice-ass restaurant, this and that, and they post the food, like this, like,
just of their food, like
They
not
hide
who's
the-
across
they hide
or
the
whatever.
dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It could be a dude, it could be their friend, whatever, but you never know because they're just right here with the food. You know what I mean? So.
The phone
That bothers you?
Well, it's just what he said, like, oh, you're on your phone, like.
Oh.
And you could just never tell, like, oh, I mean, not that I'm trying to fucking FBI investigate, but like, oh, they're on a date with a guy, like, or they, their friend, whatever. You just never know. But that would bother me though, like, if I took a girl out to a nice restaurant and she just take a pic of the food.
At least tag.
I get one of those.
Or hit the yeah, like a grab for a napkin type thing.
Hey, you're gonna
Hey, you see my fingernails in there?
You gotta comment on that picture. Hey, yo, who paid for that? Who took you there? Type stuff. Yeah.
Damn, I just had one on my mind, bro. I think a pet peeve for me is okay. This would bother me if this were to ever happen. It hasn't happened, but like a pet peeve would be if the girl is just like does not have any kind of like manners, bro.
Like burping and shit.
No, not that. As in, like, you know how some girls, bro, are very like high class and they're just rude to like waiters type shit. Like
Karens? Or no? In a way?
I know, way, but like me, bro. Okay, let's say a waiter, right? He brings me my stuff, or whatever, and like he fucks up on my order, right? And you can tell right away, like it was intentional. Like he's really sorry for it. I hate it when girls like, or even I guess guys, pet peeves. They like, no, you need to take this back, and you need to bring in this, and you need to get it right next time. Like, bro, that right there, just even in dates on general, like. That just makes me so uncomfortable, bro.
Nah, low key, like if they fuck up my order and she fights for my food like that, dog, like damn, that's a plus. Dog.
I was gonna say like, it could go both ways.
you know,
I get it.
bro, like damn, like.
No, like trust me, I get it,
That's
but I
right,
think
right
there's different ways to go about it.
No, yeah,
I just hate
for
a
sure,
rude.
for
I hate
sure,
a rude.
for sure.
I was just say I hate a rude bitch, but
I knew you were gonna say
I
that.
hate a rude girl, bro. Like just someone who's rude. So there you go. That's a pet peeve for mine. Like if you're just rude,
Alright.
right? Like
Oh yeah.
yo, no,
That could go both ways though, cause like me, like I wouldn't say anything. Like I'm not talking about oh you messed up my food. I would just like
Eat
Just
around
eat
it,
it, right?
I would just shut the fuck up and eat it.
as long
Like,
as you don't charge me for it, all right.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna like. It's whatever. But okay. So then I go back. I just hate a rude girl in general.
so
So
the
that
way
would
they
be,
go about it.
yeah, that would be my pet peeve. Like how they act. Ah, damn, what is that word? Like how their manners are. There you go. So if they don't have good manners, bro, at like dinner or on a first date or whatever, fuck no, that shit throws me off like from the get go. I will not have fun. And also, yeah, the communication. Like if I'm the only one trying to have a conversation, either you don't fuck with me, or
Just don't waste my time.
yeah,
Simple as that.
Okay,
Simple
talk
as that. Just don't waste my time.
I could have been home.
I ain't come to play. Hey, what did Lillard say? And the bubble?
They gave us a chance to get in. That's what we asked for.
That's what we asked for.
I ain't come to play. Yeah. Shout out Lillard.
Shout out Damien.
Yep.
All right, so
From the Miami.
okay, so let's go off of since we're talking about first date pet peeves. Have you ever had a first date experience that went wrong?
I would say this. I think what you do on the first date is like one of the biggest things. Like planning it or whatever. Like I remember one time I went to the movies, and movies, bro. If you're a younger dude or just whatever,
Like a high school cat?
high school cat. Well, it's different at high school. I think it is.
Nah, I say movies is more like
Like you were with
freshman,
her-
sophomore, like you know, like cause
When you're
Middle
young,
school.
yeah. Cause I mean,
Yeah.
you're still trying to like talk to them, but like you kind of need something to distract you from the fact that like you're next to her, like you know, cause when you're fucking that kid with that many hormones, bro, like you're just like fuck, like
I wasn't
wanna
going
mess
to.
this
I
up.
wasn't going to the movies to watch.
Nah, but I'm saying like that's cause I mean
point blank period. Bro.
As-
When I was a kid,
you were watching pirate movies or what?
no, like I wasn't going to watch a movie. Like I was
Oh, you're just going to Mac.
going to Matt, boy.
Okay.
When the lights get low, when the lights get low.
I'm gonna watch the movie.
Yeah.
But I was a lover boy in the movies.
I'm saying, but like I'm 21, right? As an older guy, like I went on I wouldn't call it a date, but to shorty to a movie, and like I had never met her before, like, well I met her, obviously I met her before, but like I hadn't really talked to her like that, like face to face in person, and like the movie was kind of weird because like we just sat there, like didn't say anything, like,
Okay.
and I didn't want to make a move and her be like, oh, like what are you doing, like weirdo shit, you know what I mean, like So at the end of the night, we didn't really talk. We like barely touched. So like, not that you have to touch or anything, but like barely like had physical contact. So it was kind of weird. Like, and then
Did y'all eat before y'all went to
Nah,
the movie, or
we
y'all
just-
just went straight to the movie?
and I told her, I said, oh, like pull up to my place, like we'll go to the movies together. But she was like, no, like, I'll meet you there. So it was like awkward, dog. Like not awkward, but it was awkward. Like
I think it's harder at our age because we're getting to the point, or at least I mean, some of us our age are getting to the point where we want to like try to have a future.
Get to know you.
Get to know you type shit, bro. So it's hard for a date to be at the movies because there's absolutely no talking in that.
a first date.
A first date for
if
sure.
you know, like if it's your shorty, bro, take her to the movies.
Yeah, unless y'all ate before or you're gonna go eat after, then you could talk about the movie and talking shit. But if you're just going to the movies, going home, that's
do not recommend. Don't
that is not a date.
Nah, you just wasted your money at that point.
Exactly.
Like,
You went to go sit next to a girl and watch a movie. That's it.
Yep.
you for sure gotta like. I mean, it could go both ways. If you do a movie, like, either you can like it depends on the situation. Like, if you already know the girl and like you really fuck with her, you want to talk to her more. Like, you want that one-on-one time. Like, you want to get something off your chest. I would say go dinner first and then movie. But if you're that guy that like you're like fuck bro, like I don't know what I'm gonna talk about, I would say do movie and then dinner, because then at least at dinner y'all can talk about the movie.
Yeah.
Bro, you can even be. This is a little riz for the gentleman watching. You could even already in your head know, okay, I'm gonna take this girl to dinner, and then I'm gonna suggest a movie. Already have the movie that you're gonna watch in your mind, right? Like you already look at the times and everything, so that way she thinks, oh, this guy's spontaneous and he's, whatever. So while you're at dinner, like, hey, I had a really great time with you, blah blah blah. I was thinking maybe we could go catch a movie. And then, like chill afterwards in my car and talk about it, or we just chill and talk in the car or whatever. Like, bro, that right there?
That's dope too. And I seen somebody when I was at the movie. I got there before show, so I was waiting for her in the car.
So I had a Mac in the car?
There was a couple. I don't know if they were a couple, but it was a guy and a girl. They had left the movie and they were in the whip, right? And I had parked right in front of them, so I back into the spot and they're like this, right? So I could see them in the rear view. I'm not stalking them, but like I could see them. And they back up and move further, and then they're just in the car like talking, I guess about the movie, but they were just like talking to each other. I was like, oh, okay, like so what you said, like you could do that, like. Oh, secret sauce too. If you like no other option, have to be movie first date for whatever reason, drive-in movie.
Yup.
That's more like you're one-on-one almost, like you're in the whip, you could put the seat back, like, and it's like
you can still have that one-on-one talk without people being all shh type shit.
And like we don't have one here, so it's a little drive. It's like a 30-minute drive. Talk to them on the drive, play some music. Oh, you like this music, this and that, whoop whoop. Go to the movie. Oh, like you want snacks, this and that. Boom, boom, boom. Drive in. You can still talk in the car, like you said. It's not disturbing anybody else. But I think a drive-in movie is secret sauce, and they appreciate it more. I think.
And if you have a truck in the drive movie, oh, you're for sure fucking for sure.
Yeah. Just fucking in bed.
Guaranteed, bro. Like the bed, you actually have room so you can be comfortable.
You can lay down.
You can lay down some blankets. Like
the blankets down.
The effort is more noticed.
Yeah.
If you have a truck, so like. Yeah, you have a 1-up if you have a truck.
So go get a truck.
So that was veered off because I was talking about
It's all good.
first date. Hey, I liked it. That was good.
Yeah.
No bad first date experiences.
No, not really. I mean, usually, just probably like the movies, youngin in high school, that's the first thing you probably think of.
Go to the
Movie,
mall or some shit.
go to the mall, but other than that, nah, I don't know.
Hey, bro, that's how me and my girlfriend love on those mall walks.
Window shopping.
Yeah, bro, just window shopping,
Yeah,
just
you look
looking.
in there,
Yeah, I mean,
yeah.
cause like at that time, like, at least for us, like, there wasn't like a lot of shit that we could do, like, cause you're young and I mean, she has strict parents, so like being like somewhere in public like that, like, I guess where like someone could like pull up on us and like see if we're actually there type shit. So like us going to like the mall was like a nice little like. Cause I mean like you just walk around and like buy Shorty a fucking pretzel, you know? But, you know, like go to
No
the
shit.
food court.
Yeah. Stuff.
Whoa! No! Yeah, cut that! Hello, get this drink away from me!
The slushy?
A little, you know, stuffed animal, something like that.
No, but like especially if it's like around like towards the like anniversary or like if there's like a holiday coming up, it's like real easy to like, you know, you get to see what she likes.
Yeah.
So it makes it a little easier to like, alright, well I know what to get you, you know?
Yeah, like if she picks something up, okay, take note. Like,
Yeah.
Bro, I would say with my girl right now, one of the funnest things doing is going to like the mall or to nigga, even grocery shopping, bro. Like she can make that shit funny as shit. Like, yeah. But yeah, even like.
But
little
just
shit like
do
that.
anything besides the movies for a first date. Because you want to at least get to know who you're with and not just stay quiet, be awkward.
I think yeah. Even another thing, bro. For me, at least, as a person who is very competitive, like don't go bowling with me. I'm not taking you bowling because.
Hey, anything with sports? Hell no.
Yeah,
I'm
I'm gonna try to beat you.
a sore loser.
is.
You beat me? Bet, run it back.
Yeah.
Run it back, shorty.
Because my thing, like, bro, if I ever take a girl bowling, I'm trying to win, okay? And, bro, too, like, you're a little heftier like me, bro. You're gonna start sweating.
True.
Nah, it's a no-go. It's a no-go.
True.
But a nice dinner. I mean, the carnival, whenever they have it.
the carnival's dope because like there's games, this and that. You could win Shorty a bear.
The
You know what I'm
zoo,
saying?
you know.
Hey, but that needs to be like a fucking second, third day, bro. Cause you gonna run that bitch up.
Yeah, you're gonna spend money there, bro.
You're gonna run that shit up.
Alright, so
Oh,
never mind.
look at
Maybe
that
the movie's
toy, I
just a
wanna-
good date.
If you're a youngin', bro, you're about to spend hella of your parents' money.
Hey, bro.
Taking her to the carnival, I'm telling you right now. Those $10 your parents give you ain't gonna cut it. That's gonna buy you one lemonade.
Hey, just be confident.
That better be the one you gonna marry, bro. Just gonna run up that tab, bro.
Just be confident when you're with them. That's all I gotta say.
There you go.
Be confident.
There you go. Do what you do.
Yeah, go with the flow. Don't push it, but go with the flow.
Okay, so veering off from first dates, right? This is another request in one of our chats. Men's roles in relationships.
Like us personally, or
What society? Let's do what society has for us, like what everyone says we should do,
And
and then what
think.
we personally think we
Yeah.
should bring to the table.
Yo.
Okay, so we'll start this way now. We'll go this way.
alright.
So I'm starting off.
Yeah.
Get your shit off, man.
Okay, well, let's go. Wait, first. Let's get it out. Society, all right, I'll say what I think society thinks that men should do.
Future work, I think
And
the
then, yeah, we'll all pitch in. Like,
Alright.
different, y'all just throw in different ideas.
Okay.
So, obviously, number one is men should make more money than the woman. Right? Men should be able to buy the house for the woman.
Men
For y'all.
Okay, there you go. There you go.
Men should buy the house for y'all.
Men should provide.
This and that.
Yeah. Men should fix this. Men should do this. Basically, like the handy-mandy, the physical stuff. You know.
So this is all society, right? This is
Society.
Okay,
Yeah,
okay,
yeah,
okay.
yeah.
This is what we get from society,
Okay.
what we see, you know, on the internet, what everyone has always told you, all those things. Men should be the protector in every situation, no matter what.
Okay.
But I do personally agree with that.
Yeah.
What else? But what do you think, Jesus? I mean, you kind of are the only married person in here.
I don't know, bro. I mean, at least the way I feel like if you go up to a girl, right? And I mean, I see those as red flags, you know? Like, if I go up to a chick and, like, that's one of the very first things she has, like, how much you make, like, it's like, well, okay, bitch, time out, right?
Yo!
He's spitting.
Yeah.
like, how much you make it? Like, why do I have to carry the load? But I mean, like, if, like, you fucking around with, like, a real woman, like, it's not gonna be like that. Like, it's, you know, like, you get to see that like if someone like that's all like they're veering towards like, all right, like, can you provide for me? I think it's more about how like you carry yourself as a man. Like, are you financially stable? Like, because I mean, you could be making fucking $100,000, but bro, if you spending $100,000 every time you get paid, like, you making as much as a dude working at McDonald's.
Yeah,
like, you know what I'm saying.
Exactly.
So like, it's all about how like. So I wouldn't say it depends on like, you know, if like you're as a man thinking like, bro, like how much do I gotta make to like pull a shorty? Like, I think it's just more about how you carry yourself, like how financially like, so I guess responsible you are. You
Like
know,
how you spend your money.
Yeah, how you spend your money. You know, like
Okay.
so like if you know you move smart with it, like you're not gonna have that problem of like someone coming up to you and being like, hey, so like how much you spend, like or how much you make, like,
Yeah.
you know. So like, I mean, but at the same time, like, if a girl's gonna fuck with you for driving a fucking 99 Civic, bro, that's.
I was about to say, like,
cuff her, bro.
Yeah,
like
some
nowadays
women,
especially,
they hold
yeah.
us to high standards. Like, oh, for instance, I ain't gonna cap. I drive an 06 Sonata.
Okay.
Has AC that's blew out on me.
Okay.
So, I mean, it's hot in that motherfucker, especially in Texas. It's hot.
on the first day, we gonna be sweating.
Yeah, so, hey, if you take it, that's a plus.
That's real.
But I mean, like I said, like some women hold us to a high standard when it comes to stuff like that with money, with vehicles, with where we live. I mean, I just moved out. I feel like some shorties, like if you say, oh, I still live with my folks, they don't understand that.
That's
And they might think like, oh, you're broke, or oh, you're still living with your parents, like you can't be out on your own.
Even though they're living with their parents sometimes.
Yeah, and like nah, like I'm thinking about the long run, the future. Like, yeah, I'm living with my parents, but I'm saving so much money. Like I'm thinking long term. You're thinking about right now. It's all about the future.
Yeah.
The present is the here and now. It's all about the future.
Let him cook now. Let him cook.
Nah, bro.
You spin.
It's real.
If you
though.
think about the here and now, I mean, what is there to live for? You know what I mean? Like, if you have goals and you hold yourself to high standards, like, oh, I want myself to like, I want to get this, I want to get that, like. Bro, just do you. Don't think about what these females say. Same thing, I ain't gonna lie, same thing with the females. Don't think about what these men say. Like, y'all, you do you, and I do me. Like, simple as that.
There you go.
Exactly.
There you go.
Damn.
Spitting.
Yeah, twin.
I think something happened with the camera. We're back. Still back on the same topic. That shit ain't going nowhere. We didn't forget about it.
Yeah.
Okay. So how men? Hold on. Jesus.
What's up?
Put that right button. The button on the right.
Yeah, bro.
You hot, bro?
It'll. See?
Okay, let's go.
It'll start moving everywhere. Okay. So we're talking about how society and men, right? The men's society's pressure on men or whatever, all that kind of good stuff. So Jesus, you did finish talking about what you're talking about or no?
Shit, yeah, I think so.
I might have cut it out, that last part. So
Oh, no,
I think I edited that part where you were talking about if you go the first thing a girl asks a guy is how much she makes.
No, I mean, yeah,
So
like
just touch back on that.
I mean, basically the whole point was like, look, if you're the woman and you're asking that, like, I mean, if you got it like that, then yeah, go for it. Like, you know, ask that. I mean, it could go both ways, you know.
If you're
vice
asking
versa.
off rip though.
Yeah, like if you're asking off rip,
If you're
like
asking a
you
guy off rip-
better be coming like
Yeah, like how much he
with
makes.
your own bag.
I better see a BMW i8, something like that.
And not paid by your dad either.
Yeah,
it better be your money. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, like you gotta be asking me because like you feel like I'm gonna hold you back type shit, not because like you're trying to see what you can gain out of me. Like,
Nah, that's facts.
Like, you know what I'm
Okay.
saying? Like,
That's facts.
like
We're
nah,
trying to
bro.
win together.
That's
You
facts.
know what I mean?
I fuck with that right there. I fuck with that right there.
That's pretty much what I
Okay. You, Big Rick?
What's the topic?
What society thinks
Society
about
thinks about men.
What society thinks about men?
in a relationship, like
Okay.
yeah.
So I think what I see from society is we should be fucking Superman, dog. Like, y'all expect the utmost, like, pay for everything, like you said earlier, fix, like, me, like, I'm not gonna say I'm not handy, but I don't know how, I'm not shit. I'm not an electrician, I'm not a plumber, this and that. I'll try, you know what I'm saying? But if not, then we calling somebody, like, and I seen I seen a TikTok the other day. It was last night actually. This guy and a girl on a first date, right? And the girl asked the guy, "Oh, what are you drinking?" Because they were at this bar, they were getting drinks. "What are you drinking?" And the guy was like, "Oh, like a raspberry margarita." And the girl goes,
I saw that. Yeah.
the girl goes, "That's kind of sassy, don't you think?" And he was like, "Oh, like I got work tomorrow. Like I'm not trying to drink no hard shit." She was like, "Oh, you don't drink like Henny, you don't drink whiskey, nothing like that." And he was like, "Oh, I got work tomorrow, whatever." She was like, "Oh, okay." And then she asks him, "Oh, since you work tomorrow, like what do you do for work?" And he was like, "Oh, I sell insurance." And she was like, "That's kind of sassy too, don't you think?"
Yeah. What does she mean by sassy?
So like feminine almost. Like, oh, that's kind of sassy.
Like my boy ain't getting down and gritty for
yeah,
his
she was like,
money.
oh, you don't work in the oil field, you don't like drive a truck, this and that. And he was like, no, like.
And then, hey, she also mentioned the car.
Here we go.
Yeah.
And then they're leaving the date. It's on TikTok.
Is it a real?
It's a real TikTok.
Okay.
They're leaving the date, and shorty, homie,
Plug the TikTok.
homie remote starts his car, right? He got a V8 Hemi, not a Scat Pack, not a Hellcat, right? She was like, "Oh, this is you? What do you drive?" And he was like, "Oh, a V8 Hemi." And she was like, "Oh, it's not a Scat Pack, it's not a Hellcat." He was like, "Nah, like just regular V8 Hemi." She was like, "Oh, that's kind of sassy, don't you think?"
Bro, what the fuck? Who is this bitch?
Yeah, bro. And the guy was like,
Okay, is it a staged TikTok?
No. Well, to me it didn't look like.
Okay.
Because homie at the end he was like, "Oh, like you don't gotta text me back." And she was like, "Oh, like you got your feelings hurt, like what's wrong or whatever." And he was like, "Nah, like you just like disrespecting me, like I'm just doing what I want to do. Like I want to drink this margarita, I work in insurance, and I have a V8 Hemi. There's nothing wrong with that. And you're saying I'm sassy or whatever, like basically judging him for not being like a manly man, like not doing construction and driving a truck or a fucking Hellcat."
And that goes on with the here and now, bro. Like,
Huh?
that goes on with the here and now. Like, they see that now, they think you ain't nothing or ain't shit. But next you know it, that dude could be a fucking.
Because from a guy's perspective, okay, if homie wants to drink the drink because he got work tomorrow, I respect it. I'm not gonna get so fucked up the night before I know when I have work and miss getting paid. I'm not gonna do that. I don't care what type of job I work as long as it pays me, right? I could be doing something lame or something like not manly, but I'm getting paid. Okay,
If you're getting
I'll do
paid,
it.
what's gonna cover your bills and give you a little bit extra?
And
you're
then,
comfortable.
And then I'm not gonna drive something just so a shorty could be like, "Oh, he drives a whatever." Like I'm not gonna go to the dealership like, "Yo, give me this because the shorty's gonna like it." Nah, I'm gonna drive what I can afford and what I like because that's what I want to do. I'm not thinking about the shorties like, "Oh, like she'll like it better if I drive a V8 than a V6, like this and that." I'm gonna drive what I can afford.
I drive a 4-cylinder. I control nothing.
A car
You
is
niggas can't catch my drive. You think you're
I'm doing
fine?
something.
Okay, on that note, bro.
Hey,
and
what, did his Hemi look nice?
Yeah, it was a nice one. It was a V8 too.
Bro, he could have lied.
It was still a V8.
Like, I mean, like, honestly, bro, like I will say this. I've noticed, like, seeing, like, videos and, like, seeing, like, videos like that, like, dudes going on dates and shit. I've noticed that, like those type of females, they're real into, like, labels. Like, they're easily sold on, like, brands.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So, like, I mean, bro, like, some women are into cars, but chances are, if the girl, you know, she's already been giving you that vibe that, like, oh, she's only interested in money type shit, chances are she don't know about cars like that, dog.
Yeah.
You could have lied, been like, yeah, you know, it's a little scat pack, whatever, dog. Like, I mean, but at the same time, it's like, do you really want a bitch like that? Like,
Yeah.
do you, I mean, if that's what you like, I mean, then go for it. But I mean, like, me personally, I'm gonna fuck with someone who fucks with me for me, you know?
Yeah.
No,
yeah, bro, not what I drive. Like, what the fuck
And
is
then, like, 'cause I mean,
matter?
at the same time, it's like, look, y'all guys are young, so like, I feel like if a chick off rip, if she's expecting you to have like all this shit, like, nah, bro, like, give me time. Like, I like those questions that like they ask. I feel like those questions are valid if you're talking to like a sugar daddy, bro. Like, at that point, like, yeah, bitch, if you gonna give you some money, like, you better be well off. You better have a nice job. You better have a nice car. If not, like, what are you gonna throw me, $50? Like,
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Like, but if like, you know, you're like talking to a dude to like date him, like,
And he's 21.
yeah, like,
20,
bro,
25.
just like as well as like you're figuring your life out, like homie's figuring his life out. Like,
Nah,
don't be so quick to like cut a dude off because, I mean, no one
Years
really has
later,
it.
you could
Yeah,
be a
like
fucking billionaire, and you're like, damn,
yeah,
I
bro.
fucked
Like
up.
society's age, like if you really think about it, if you're not like looking at like what the fuck, like how people are moving, no one really has their shit together until about like 32, 33. Like that's when like people are like have finally figured out like, all right, like you know this is what I need to do to like be able to support myself for like the rest of the fucking 30 years I got. Like you know what I'm saying? So
that
like,
boy Gary Vee be talking about that, like, bro, all of your 20s, and he means all of your 20s, bro, are your years to fuck up.
yeah,
Try 10 different things, because from 20 to 30.
Okay.
Try 10 different things, so 10 years worth. 10 different things. Fail as much as you can, and bro, that's how you gain the most knowledge. Like,
Not for real.
like, bro, and to piggyback off of what all of y'all are saying, because I agree with that. I think, and I'm not saying all women are like this. We're not. That's not at all what we're saying.
Yeah.
Not all women are like this.
but the ones that do.
But when I think of a woman like that, right, that thinks that way and is so quick to judge, I don't call them a woman. I call them a girl. They're a girl, right? Like the same thing.
Because I don't call them that.
The same thing, like how they say like, oh, well, to me a man is this, right? They think of us as boys if we don't have our shit together at the age of 21 years old.
So as soon as we get out of high school.
Yeah, so I think of those women that think that low as girls. They're just girls, bro. They don't know shit. And I think
They want to have that easy life. Life ain't easy. Life's unfair.
and I think all of like the way that what y'all are saying, the only reason why they think that way is because that's how they were brought up. Right? That's maybe what they've seen.
Social media.
That's what they've seen in social media. That's what they've seen their parents' relationships like. Right? Like maybe they were just raised by just their dad or just their mom, and they only saw their mom go off date guys that have over 6-figure jobs, that have nice cars, so they think, oh, well, if my mom has that, I deserve that. Type shit, you know? Or, oh, if my dad is dating a woman that doesn't work and she stays at home all day, then I deserve to be that woman.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So they put themselves in other people's shoes and think, well, if I'm seeing that, that's what I deserve.
Yeah.
Type shit, you know? Like,
Type shit.
Yeah, and you know what just hit me too? Like, do you think this is only like ongoing like argument with like people who like haven't gone to school? You know what I'm saying? Because like, do you think these arguments are still like had with like a dude who's going to college to get like a degree in like I don't know, being a fucking doctor, being a lawyer? Like, do you think he's still being asked those questions like, oh, can you provide? I mean, because think about it.
that's
The shorty,
that's a good question.
The shorties he's chasing, like, they're probably in school as well. Like,
Yeah.
So like, I don't feel like those questions are like more, and it sucks because like it was hitting me right now, and I was like, damn, bro, like, these are like middle class, like, fucking in the mud, like, things that like us like men go through when like you didn't have that opportunity to like be like good and set for like 6 years of like schooling, because I mean like you can get away from that like bullshit if like you're in school. I mean,
Yeah, no, for real.
Damn.
Like,
I didn't even think about that.
Cause this is what I think. Like, so if you're in college and Shorty's in college too, I think I don't think those questions are being asked. Like, cause you're in school, like she gets it type shit. Like,
yeah.
She's going through it, you're going through it. It's the same
Yeah, like,
thing.
oh, what are you in school for? Oh, I'm in school for a doctor. Oh, that's gonna take you what, like 6-7 years? Okay, what year are you on? How many more years do you have? Shit like that. Like, oh, well, what are you doing right now for money?
That's what I'm saying. Like, if you're not in school, what are you doing? Like, oh, okay, like, I work here. Like, oh, like, and so I think that they think if you're not in school, then you've already started your career, right?
Gotcha.
And if your career isn't up to par with
What they think.
the kid who's in school to be a doctor or whatever, right? Then, oh, you're less than that. But
See,
look,
like I feel like in schooling, it's more about the drive you have to want to succeed. But like, if you didn't have that schooling, it's more about the grind. Like, what have you grinded up to, up until this point that you've met me? Like, what have you gained from that? Like, what have you acquired that you're able to give me type shit?
Damn.
yeah.
I honestly never thought about that.
No, it hit me as you were
And
talking.
maybe
about
because I've
that.
never been in school.
Dude, no,
But, yeah.
exactly. I was like, damn. I was like, hold on.
Yeah, that's really good.
That's a good ass
bro.
point. That's a good ass point.
Damn.
Yeah. You guys
Okay. Yeah. Well, all right. Let's go on to another. Or you got something to say? Let's hear it.
Well, now that we talk about society, it's just like now our point of views or my point of view
Okay.
in a relationship or whatever is like
Facts.
I think that men should protect the women or the women and children, whatever situation you're in. But I also think it should be 50-50, you know what I mean? Ain't no 100, 0, ain't no 75-25, whatever percentage. It's 50-50. If you like, if me personally,
Yeah, I'm sorry, bro.
what?
I was gonna have to cut you off, bro. I think it's 100%, 100%.
Well, I mean,
But I'll explain my reason when you're done.
well, I mean,
You're
like,
done.
Let him get his shit up.
I agree, like 50-50, 100, like it's
It's the same
even,
shit.
same number, same number,
Yeah,
yeah.
regardless
Same
of
number
the
shit, like ain't no cutoffs in what way or whatever.
Yo.
Like if I have a job, I expect you to have a job. I mean, the more money, the more, like, cause I know females, they want like everything. They want the biggest house, they want the biggest car. One income isn't gonna fucking get that unless you're a fucking millionaire, or you hit the lotto, or like, for instance, doctor, lawyers, 6-figure jobs.
Yeah.
But like, for instance, like me, or like warehouse workers, you know what I mean? Like, in general, like 2 incomes will give you more what you want, and I mean, you dream big, so like that stuff. And then, I mean, household things, like help each other out. Ain't no, oh, you're the female, you should be doing this, you should be doing that. When I come home from work, the food should be ready. Nah, like, treat your lady out, you know what I mean? Like, cook her some food. She probably had a long day too. Like, it's even. No matter what. 100, 50-50, even.
Facts.
Okay. So speaking on that, bro, me personally, what I have seen growing up, my parents both work jobs. They both work long hours, Monday through fucking Friday. Okay, Monday through Friday. It's because you're fucking on a roll. That's why you're so hot.
I'm putting some straight fire,
Right? Hey, no, I'm feeling good. They got the fan over here, bro.
For real.
I'm feeling good. Hey, I'm feeling good too. No cap. It's not hot over there, bro. Hey, give him some air, bro. Sit back down.
Hey, it's our turn, bro.
Fuck. Yeah, it's our turn. Here we go. Okay.
Look, it's spinning. Look, you got everybody.
Okay, what I was saying is, personally, I saw my man when he was talking, his lip was all sweaty and shit. He was like, I'm over here doing this. Oh man, like I'm stressed out. Oh man. Nah, okay, look.
Get shit up. Get shit up.
Look, so what I've personally seen, right? My parents, they both work jobs. They work Monday through Friday, whatever. Bro, it's communication, bro. My mom will say like, "Hey, I'm gonna stay a little late. Do you mind cooking dinner?" My dad has no problem with that, bro. He'll throw down in the kitchen. He don't give a shit.
Yeah.
He'll do the laundry. He'll fold the laundry. He'll put the laundry away. Like, he doesn't give a shit.
Wash the dishes.
Right? He'll wash. Sometimes he'll wash the dishes. Sometimes.
Oh, shit.
I'll give it to him. Sometimes. Right? Regardless, though, he's never gonna like say, "Nah, you're the woman. You're gonna do this, and I'm just gonna chill."
Yeah.
He'll never say that, bro. And that's one thing I've always respected out of my pops. So yeah. So like me, bro. Again, it's all dependent on how you were raised. So me, I see that, and like me and my girl, bro, we have good communication. We're working on it day to day. But it's like, if she's coming home from a long day of work and I get home early from her, right? Like 2, 3, 4 hours early, bro, why can't I get up and make us both dinner?
Yeah.
It's not that hard to do.
Yeah.
Right? Want to cook? If I know there's mad dishes in the sink, and I'm home and she's not, she's working, why can't I be the one to be like, all right, I'll fucking do a couple of dishes. I do not care. Like,
No,
to me personally, it doesn't bother me. I'm not gonna be like, fuck no, like I pay for all this shit, so she's gonna be the one to have to do all the cleaning.
Yeah.
Nah, like that's just me personally. I know everybody's different, but like I'll never ever put that stress on my girl where you have to do. Well, I think it's bitch work. Like you have to do, or that's what everyone calls it. Like you have to do all the bitch work. You have to clean. You have to mop. You have to do it. Like, nah, if I'm able to do it, I got fucking 2 hands and 2 feet, bro, I'll help you out because I know some point in the line when I have a long day at work, you're gonna help me out. You scratch my back, I'll scratch yours. Like,
Because
so it's 100%.
Think about it. If you have no shorty, who's gonna do it?
You exactly. You're gonna have to do it. So,
I'm gonna
regardless.
spit right now. I'm
No,
gonna spit.
so that's how I feel.
So me, I'm single. Like I don't have a girl. I don't got nobody picking up after me, right? Okay, and for reference too, because I'm about to go into this. Me and Rome live together. We're roommates. Okay.
Yeah.
So huh? Well, I'm about to get to that. So like. For example, it's not every day, it's not every single time, right?
They
For
put on the
example,
dress and start doing them.
For example, right? This whole week I'm on vacation. I'm off. I'm not out of town, right? I'm just chilling, right? Homie had work today. I was off. I did my thing in the morning. Had some shit to do. Came back, and I was like, damn, I'm not the type of person to just like sit around and not do shit all day, right? I gotta be doing something or else I'm gonna go crazy. So I went, I washed my clothes, folded it, this and that. I noticed like, not to call you out or anything, but homie had some dishes in the sink.
Oh, on your week?
I had a long day.
Look, homie has some dishes in the sink. So I made myself breakfast. I left my shit there that I use. Boom, it's dirty, right? I left it there, this and that.
That's that 50-50 bullshit he's talking about, dude.
Here you go, look. So, let me get my shit out.
Yeah.
I ate my breakfast, I left my dirty shit there, went to do my clothes, did my thing, came back, and it was like, probably 12, I still had like, he got off at 2, so I still got 2 hours before we come home, like, just by myself chilling. I could have sat down, watched TV, played the game, but I was not like, let me do some shit for homie, because look, this is what I'm gonna say. Like, all of my friends, homies, this and that, like, I love y'all, like, I would do anything for y'all, like, whatever, this and that. So I know homies at work grinding. You know what? Let me do him a favor. Let me wash all these dishes. Let me do this. I swept a little bit, bro. This and that. And to your point too, like if you don't have a shorty, like let's say I was by myself, right? If I was by myself, I gotta do it. So in my head, while I was doing it, I was like, okay, this is practice for like when I'm by myself or like if I ever find somebody there at work, whatever. Whoop. So I washed all the dishes. Swept up a little bit, picked up, cleaned the joint, and look, I did that shit because I know homie, because I fucking work a lot, right? And when I'm in it, like, that's it. And I know homie, he'll do the same shit, like, that's why I don't trip about it.
I have, yeah.
Like, yeah, so, if you have a shorty, like, where am I going with this? I'm lost.
They're not shorties.
Yeah, we're not together,
Hey,
right?
you keep turning off, but
I forgot where I was going with this, but you know what?
Now, bro, if you could
Do the people you love a favor, bro. Like, if you got time, just do it. It's not that hard.
And I will say, you notice it? Tell them thank you.
Yeah, and look,
bro, like you probably appreciated that.
Yeah,
Look, and he said it too.
I did.
He said, yo, I appreciate you doing dishes. And bro, that meant something to me. Like, I didn't say it then and there, but bro, like, him acknowledging that I did dishes, he said, oh, thanks for doing dishes, bro. I took note of that. Like, I acknowledged it. So I know, like, okay.
I started cheesing.
I'm blushing. So I know, like, okay, I got his back. I know for a fact, if it was reverse. If the roles were reversed,
Yeah.
I could be blindly. No, he got my back too. I don't know how to worry about it.
Like that's where like
Oh God.
usually like people start running into like issues, like you know, like not like off rip, but like you know, like if you already moved in with like your shorty, like that's when you start noticing like those pet peeves. Like that's how you really notice if like you're really gonna fuck with the person, cause like some shit like that. All right, let's say like it wasn't fucking Rome. It was this girl, you know.
Yeah.
And she got out to work. He did the dishes, right? And she came home. She didn't say shit, right? But then when he started going back to work, and he left some dishes, you get back and she's like, "You didn't do your fucking dishes?" Like shit, like shit like that would start to be like,
No, yeah.
damn, bro, like, what the fuck, like. When like, it's just that communication you have with like one another. It's like you said, like, do shit for the people that you love. You know, like if like you know that like that shit's gonna like avoid an extra headache on them, then like just go fucking ahead and do it. Like
Yeah.
you know,
got
like,
time, yeah.
yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, is you just. I don't know. It's just like at the end of the day, like that's where
just
both
love,
y'all.
bro.
Yeah, no, that's where both y'all live. So at the end of the day, it's if you take pride in your place and like you at least see it as a person, like that this person gives a fuck about their like themselves, you know, because like if you just fucking let shit pile up and like you just kept going on about it, it's like, man, this person don't give a fuck, bro.
Yeah,
like, they don't carry themselves any kind of way.
I got something for this.
So like, I mean, it just goes a long way, you know.
And one thing I would add to my shit, one thing I would add just real quick, is like, if you want somebody to do something for you, like lead by example, right? So like me, I would in my head like the way I think of myself, I would say like I'm a person who leads, but I'm not really a vocal leader. I'll just do things. I feel like I lead by example, right? So for example, today, you know, like if I didn't do the action, right? As in, for this example, doing the dishes.
Keep going.
For example, doing dishes, right? I wouldn't tell him like, yo, like when I'm gone, do the dishes, or like when you're gone, I'll do the dishes. I wouldn't say that out loud, but like now that I did it, he knows in his head like, okay, look, he got my back, I got his back. So same shit, like just lead by example. That's what I would say.
And I would say, if you got someone like a roommate, a shorty, or a dude in your life, y'all are a team.
Yeah.
I mean, ain't no what they say, ain't no I in team. Y'all are a team, so I mean, like, y'all gotta work together. Communication is the biggest key in a relationship, regardless of what you're in. Like with me and my homie, where we live, communication is key. So I mean, yeah.
But see, honestly, like that's where like I feel that like roles, at least for a man and women, get broken, and it like even if like society like it's like taught like, oh, this is how it should be done, like that's where they get broken. It's like once that like you bring that into your home, like if you still follow those same things that like people are saying like, oh, well, women should do the dishes type shit, and like you leave that in your home, then like that's the example like that you're trying to bring up. But if it's like you don't believe that, then like I mean fucking.
And I mean like
put the shoes on, motherfucker. Like go ahead and like, you know what I'm saying? Like start washing some dishes. Don't be afraid to do some bitch work.
Let me be real quick.
You a grown man.
Yeah.
I'll be real. I'll be open right now.
Spit.
Just shut up. Me and my shawty, bro, we're about to be together for 3 years coming. 3 years.
Damn.
All right. We moved in together 8 months into our relationship, which we fucked up, but that's fine. We were learning. I was 19, she was 18. I think, what?
Yo, we're that young?
Yes, dog. I turned 20 when we were together. When we were living at the apartment. I turned 20.
That's crazy. I didn't realize that. Okay.
Yeah. So I think me moving in with her that quick was a mistake. And not because of her, but because of where I was maturity wise. Right? I love my parents to death, bro, and I'll always appreciate them. But I think in a way I depended on them too much.
So like
where like if I was like, oh man, I'm so tired, I'm gonna sleep an hour more, I'll know they'll let the dogs out, or I know my pops will fucking take the trash out, or I know if something needs to be cleaned, my mom will do it if I sleep a little bit more.
Yeah.
Moving out so quickly, and me knowing, like my girl loves to clean, she loves it, so she won't feel some type of way if I sleep another hour or two and leave her to do the cleaning, right? She's not gonna mind it. That's where I
That's him, bro.
like that's where I fucked up.
I leave it dirty for her, no?
Right? Like that's where I fucked up, because little did I know she did mind it, and it did bother her. Regardless, bro, I chose the job that I wanted. Like this was like some of our arguments. Like I chose the job that I wanted to work at, which was an overnight job, a long hour job, right? We worked 14, 15 hour shifts sometimes.
Yep.
That's something that I chose to do. And I also chose, on top of that job, to have responsibilities.
Yeah.
So
You want
that was like he just wants you to see how much he has left. So that was one of our biggest things, where she would feel some type of way, and she's justified to feel that way because I depended on her too much.
Yeah.
So now, as I'm older, right, 2 years older, I understand, like, okay, this girl doesn't want to be treated this way. She doesn't want everything thrown at her. So what did I do? I moved out by myself so that way I can get that experience of just depending on myself. So when we do move in with each other, I'm not going to depend on her to do anything because I know I can do it myself. You know? Type shit.
Yeah.
And I think that's what's really helping our relationship, and that's what's going to help us get
Gotta prevail.
further. Yeah, like further down the year. Hey, prevail? You said prevail? Huh?
That's what I said.
Huh? What?
Nah, and on that note, okay, so moving out with him, this is my second time moving out. Okay, first time I moved out was with my brother. Shout out Dre's. Go check out his album type shit.
Lit.
So it was my first. And look, this happens to everybody. Like if you're a youngin', like you're thinking about moving out. It's your first time moving out. Like you're gonna go through some shit that you didn't think you're gonna have to go through. You're gonna have to do shit you didn't think you were gonna have to do, right?
Yeah.
So when I moved out the first time, I thought like, okay, like it'll be fine, like this and that, like things will take care of itself. They didn't, right? So now that I'm older, it's my second time moving out. Like I know more stuff. Like I know that it's on me to do stuff, right? Even though I have a roommate, I have help. It should still be on me to do stuff, like because I don't want to have like a dirty place, this and that. Like I had a dirty place before. Like I'm not gonna cap. My water apartment was dirty as shit. I'm not gonna lie to y'all, bro. I'm not gonna lie. Right? Like you walked in on my room, bro. I had pizza boxes, fast food everywhere, bro. I'm not gonna lie, right? I'm not gonna lie, right? It was dirty as shit, and like I was living like that, bro. And I was okay with it. Like I was cool with it, like just being like a slob, low key. And now that I'm older, like I know shit, like it's just different. Like you're just more mature. Like okay, like back then I didn't want to take out the trash. Like oh, like it's far as fuck. Like I don't want to take it out. Now, just take it out. It's not that long. It just takes a minute, 2 minutes, right?
And it makes you feel better, dog.
It makes you feel better, bro. And you look around, the place is clean. Like it's nice. Like
It's bro, cause it's like at the end of the day, like bro, you're looking at that trash and you know it's fucking boring. You know you're like
damn, I can't fit nothing else in there.
yeah,
you're trying to step on the joint and ain't going nowhere.
like bro, you know you see that where you're just like. Or like sometimes you throw something in there, bro, and you know like it was like some old ass cheese or some shit, bro. Like that shit was like smelling, dog. Like
yeah, you open
like,
the lid, it's
yeah, like you're like,
Let's get off the ass.
bro. And if you dog to you just be like, I'll get lit, dog. That shit still gonna be there.
Yeah.
Like, it ain't going nowhere unless you take it out.
If you're a
bro.
youngin', bro, and you're watching this shit, I promise you'll feel a lot better, bro, just taking out the trash and having your shit look nice, bro, because it makes you feel better about yourself. And then when other people get in there, bro,
When they enter, when they say like, oh, this is nice, this is a nice area,
no, I just
Go ahead.
turned the
or
AC down.
this is a nice place, like it makes you feel good. Like, yeah, like before y'all came, I cleaned up, and y'all are acknowledging it. Like it feels good.
Your chore money is gonna turn into brownie points with the girls once they pull up. Bro.
Yes.
That's the best
Oh,
way
he's
to put it.
clean. I like that.
That's
Bro.
something that I realized too. Like, there's an older dude in my life, right? I'm not gonna say his name, but I would say he's like, I would say he's a friend / mentor. And if you're watching this, you know who you are, right? And he told me like, oh, cause I told him like, oh, like when I moved out the first time, the place was dirty, this and that. And he was like, oh, I thank dudes like you, like dirty dudes, right? And I was like, what do you mean by that? And he was like, oh, I pick up after myself, I'm clean. So like when the shorties come over, like let's say they went to my place first, right? Oh, he's dirty, this and that, whatever. They go to his place, oh, he's way cleaner, he has stuff organized, like it's more of a man, like I can appreciate him more, right? So I took that into consideration and I'm like, okay, I've been the first dude before, the dirty dude. Let me be the clean dude now, like, the other day, I'm not gonna say no names, the other day, Shorty was gonna come over, right? What did I do? I went to go scrub the toilet, went to go sweep up a little bit so she can appreciate, like, oh, okay, like,
room.
yeah, like this dude's clean, like he cares about his appearance, he cares about where he stays, where he spends most of his time, like
he
cares
respects. If he's able to respect
himself,
he
respect you.
He can respect me.
There you go.
Type shit. And bro, that's one thing I will always appreciate my girl for is that a dead ass talk, because we've had those rough patches, nigga, of like me being lazy, me being this, me being that, and I will just blame it like, you'll never understand because I work this hard ass job. Bro, that's no excuse. I don't give a fuck what you do. That's not an excuse, right? And it'll never be a good excuse. So that's one thing, bro, I'll always appreciate my girl for is one, sticking by my side, and teaching me a valuable lesson to like respect what I have, because then I end up respecting what you have and you. And bro, like I was so excited when she came and she was like, damn, like you really made this place look really nice and blah 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 whatever.
Yeah, because I will say, like, if you are like that old fashioned dude to where like you're like, nah bro, like I want my girl to like clean and shit, then you better come with the
You better have some money.
Yeah, you better come with those responsibilities
Yeah.
to be able to cover the fact that she's gonna be able to do those responsibilities.
Mm-hmm.
That's facts.
Yeah, bro.
Alright, let's talk about another topic. Let's get, bro, we're on one, bro.
So off of women or on the same drum, but what he got?
Oh well, let's see.
Okay.
Let's see what we got here.
We should skip this.
Which one?
Picture girls will be treated.
Okay.
Picture girls how we are in a relationship. How
Okay,
they
so
are.
how you are with your specific, like personally, we're gonna get personal.
Or like how you are, like.
so if you don't want to share, you don't have to, bro. But like how you are
But
with
we
your
can even
girl,
talk about how we have been,
how you have been, how you
and
could be better,
how you
this
could
and
be
that.
better, what you plan on doing better, and
Oh, shut
yeah, stuff like
There
that.
you go. Okay, so shut up. Get the shit up. Get the shit up.
Well, I feel like we went this way first. We went that way.
Okay.
Let
So,
y'all, one of y'all start off. Since,
So-
since you started off, I started off. One of y'all two.
okay, so I'll start off.
Okay, go for it.
Okay, so look. So again, I'm
this
single.
segment.
Hang on. Let me see it again.
How you are in a
Okay.
relationship.
So again, I'm single. Like I don't have a shorty. Like not looking really for real. Like, but I told
Not looking, but
not looking for him.
the ads at the bottom.
Yeah, right.
Repeat after me.
So like I forgot what we were talking about, but I was telling him today we were at the mall. We are at La Cantera, and I told him, I was like, yo, like now that I'm more mature, like I'm in a different stage of my life. And look, I'm gonna say this. I'm not gonna get into too much detail, but I'm gonna say this. With my last shorty, I went through a lot, bro. Like more than usual that you would think, and at my age, and I learned a lot. Okay, so I'm more mature. I'm smarter now, right? And I feel like I care a little bit more. So I told him we're at the mall. I said going forward, like this and that. I said, what did I tell you?
I don't remember.
Wait, care about yourself more? Or-
Just people, just
Okay,
people,
okay.
right? So like back then, right? You know how like, if I was with my shorty, I wouldn't answer the phone at all. Like,
Oh,
bro,
yeah.
I'm picking up now. Like, I don't care. Like, because this is what I was thinking to myself. I wasn't picking up the phone because I want to spend time with shorty. Like, but I had known her for what, 6, 8 months. I had known y'all longer. Like it was, and I even said this off cam. Like I told y'all, like, oh, like I was fake to y'all. I said that. I was like, oh, I was fake to y'all. Like I should have picked up. I should have helped y'all more. This and that. And I realized that, and I was sitting back and I would think like, okay, like I was kind of fucked. I looked in the mirror. I said, yo, it's kind of fucked up, dog. Like they've been there your whole life basically, and like you turn your back on them for someone who's been there 6 months, and just like fast forward, we're not together, this and that. So it was kind of fucked up on my part. And I told him like, yo, I'm sorry, this and that. But I think I told him like thinking, or not thinking back, but going forward, if I had a girl now, I feel like I'd be way different, bro. Like just, cause I'm gonna be real. Like back then, I didn't really care. I really didn't care, dog. I didn't know what to do. I didn't care about how she felt, what she was going through, this and that. I was just young, bro. Young.
You played them more like
Dumb.
Andrew
The
Tate.
best. The best.
Not even that. Not even that. Like, I was just worried about more about myself. Like, you were here, cool, but I'm worried about me. Like,
Yeah.
Type shit.
like if she wanted to go on a date, but I was too tired. No, I'm too tired. I'm gonna get my sleep because I got work, right? But you're here this whole time, and I'm not giving you attention. I'm not showing you no love, this and that. Like now, I think that I'm older. I would sacrifice sleep or I would sacrifice energy. Like, you know what? I can go to work, and then I can do stuff for my girl. I can still take her out, do this and that. I just feel like it would be different, bro. I forgot where I was going with this again. I hate
I feel like a lot of what it was is the whole schedule, bro.
the schedule was shit.
Yeah,
When you're working overnight, yeah.
yeah, like it eats a lot of you up.
That
and then,
overnight
like,
schedule's rough.
Yeah, like, and like when at least when I started at the warehouse, like, there was some old cat and he told me, he was like, look, bro, like, I'm gonna let you know right now, like, how long you been with your girl? And I was like, oh, like I've been with her like this long, right? And he's like, well, look, like, working overnight will test whether or not she is like a girl that's gonna stick by your side.
Yeah.
Like, he's like, they'll either fucking go and cheat on you, or like they're not gonna like handle the fact that you work nights and the fact that like you lose a lot of time.
Yeah.
Cause they're day people, bro. Like you're now you have to convert to a night owl. Like, so like the schedule does like affect you a lot. So I feel like it was that, like the fact that like one, you're not able to mature because you're just like, nah, bro, like I got nights. Like you have to accommodate to me. Like knowing damn well, like bro, like society runs on the day, bro.
Yeah.
Like
Type shit.
yeah. So like
It's a whole different
it's
world,
like
yeah.
nah, you have to accommodate it. Like you have to be there sacrificing your own time if you want to do shit throughout the day. So like I feel like that's a lot of what it is.
Like, I'll go off what you said, bro. When I first started my job, where y'all know where I work at. The first day, bro, I started. He said, "You got a girl?" I said, "Yeah." Get rid of her. I was like, "Why, bro? We're working nights. It's like GG's, bro. Like, like you're gonna be here a majority of the day or a majority of the night. Your girl's gonna go out. You ain't gonna be there, bro. Like, what you think's gonna happen?"
Yeah, and you're gonna
That's why
And you're gonna think about it, and you're like, nah, like, she ain't like that. But luckily for me, I had a shorty who was by my side, so she understood. So I was still like, I mean, at that time, I could just say, hey, can I go over? But like, I'm gonna like, I'll sleep,
knock out.
I'll knock out, and she appreciated that because I still was over there.
Yeah.
But it comes down with the girl. But yeah, overnights, like, it's tough, bro.
It is tough. It's a different life.
That's why like, I'm low key glad, bro, because, bro, my chick at 18 years old was working 2 jobs, bro. 1 in the morning, she'd go work at night. So she did kind of understand, like, okay, he's working at, because sometimes she would only just work overnight. Yeah, she'd get off at like 1, 2 in the morning, maybe sometimes 3. Bro, as us, we were getting off at what, 4, 5, 6,
Yeah.
once in a while 7. Like, bro, that's tough because you go to sleep probably by 9, right?
You sleep the whole day.
You go to sleep by 9.
And you gotta go
You
right
wake
back to
up,
it.
wake up at 2, 3. You gotta go right back in at 4:30. Like, that's tough, bro. That is
tough,
no
man.
life.
What business is that?
Yeah, right?
Sounds familiar.
So yeah, so like, okay, we all used to work with each other, bro. So yeah, but overnight, bro, is tough, and
It's not for the weak, dog.
it's not, bro. And if you got a weak girl, kick her to the curb, bro.
You gotta just
Goodbye.
have someone that stay by your side.
My girl was
regardless.
like, she was cool, bro. Like, she'd get off.
Or don't get into dating working nights, bro.
Yeah,
because
like,
you're never gonna have time for that.
I went in already dating my girl for 8-9 months, and she'd come home at 3, 4. Bro, she would be coming home, and I would already be packing my lunch to leave. So we would say like, all right, babe, like I love you. Hi and bye type shit. I'd go to work. I'd have my AirPods in. I'd talk to her when I can. She was going to sleep by 8, 9, maybe 10,
You're up.
and I'm barely going to lunch at that time.
Yeah.
So it's like, damn, that really sucks. And now it's like, I'm appreciative that my girl has stayed there the whole time. Now I work mornings, bro, and it's a hell of a lot better.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
I ain't gonna cap, bro.
It's a hell of a lot better.
I'm working mornings right now, but once I get that full-time position, like I told y'all about,
Yeah.
I want back to nights, bro.
Oof.
Man,
You'll be good though. I think you'll be straight.
Well, 'cause you've done it before.
Yeah, I've done it before, but God, that's just
It's tough though. It's tough.
It is tough. It's not for the weak whatsoever.
I'm all about my money, so I'm gonna be there.
Yeah.
Damn.
What else you got?
What else we got on there?
What are you in a relationship, bro?
What do you? Oh yeah, bro. We only talked about how you are in a relationship.
Okay, get your shit on. I gotta go pee real quick again.
Go for it. Go for it.
Ah, my
Yo,
God.
Jordan. Easer.
Hey, bro, I gotta wrap up soon. Gotta wrap up soon.
Yeah. My boy's a father, so
I think we can end off.
we'll end up on this segment. We'll end up on this
Hey, what
segment.
was that place called?
Sip It Daiquiri.
Shout out Cypriot. Sip It.
Shout out Sip It.
I gotta
I think how I am in a relationship now is I'm very more open to my significant other's feelings. Like,
No, for sure.
bro, before, dog, I mean, you were there.
Yeah,
I would
yeah,
tell you
yeah.
sometimes, like, nah, she's just tripping. She's this, she's that. And I think over time, I started understanding, like, okay, pause. She has a point,
Yeah.
Right? And the same way that she wants to be heard out, I want to be heard out sometimes. So I get exactly where she's coming from. And I think me, bro, I'm very, like, quick to, when someone says, like, oh, you're making me feel this way, I'm very quick to be like, well, I didn't want to make you feel that way. I meant to make you feel this way, blah, blah, blah. I think I just have a bad tone sometimes. Like, it's my tone and how I come off.
I will say that, bro. Like
I'm a very emotional person. Like, so if you tell me something, and me, bro, I'm not the one that I've never, ever been one to like share my feelings at all, bro. Like when my grandma passed away, that was the one thing that really hit home to me, and I was never like, I never told anybody how I really felt.
Yeah.
So I kept everything to myself, and that's just how I've always been. I let everything bottle up, and then I let it out with sports type shit. That's how it was.
Mm.
But with my girl, she's very, you know, like, talk to me. Tell me how you're feeling. And for me, that's uncomfortable because I don't like feeling that way.
Yeah.
I've never been like that. So with her, I know for sure I've been like, I've had a bad tone. When I want to feel heard, I come off wrong. And sometimes for me, it's hard for me to say exactly how I'm feeling. Like, it literally, bro, will take me an hour, and then you're like, okay, that's what you meant this whole time. You know, type shit.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that's one thing I've definitely worked on, and that's who I am now. Like, I'm very understanding. I'm respectable. I'll, you know, if you need 5 minutes to yourself, tell me you need 5 minutes to yourself, and we'll come back and we'll assess the situation. Because I don't want to go to sleep angry.
Yeah.
Type shit. So I think that's how I am in a relationship. I'm very, like, I like communication. I want to talk everything out. I don't want to fight. And I've learned to be more respectable and watch my tone type shit.
Yeah.
And that's really helped.
You wanna go?
You?
No.
I'll go
Yeah.
last on this
Okay.
segment.
Oh.
I'll go last on this segment.
Oh.
You got anything to say?
No, yeah, I already went.
No, you didn't.
Yeah, you did.
Now what's this segment?
What segment was
On
it?
how you are.
How you are in a relationship, like, or how you are in your relationship now as a married man, and maybe how
Like how you are in general, and then how you are in the relationship, and like what made you, you know, how you are.
what
now.
kind of led you to the point that you are now in your relationship, and maybe what kind of stuff did you do before that you look on now and you're like, damn, I should have done this different.
I mean,
Or what things have you learned?
Yeah.
I mean, for me, it's a little different. Just the fact that like me and my girl, like we've been high school sweethearts for like 15 years almost. Like, like dog, like it's been a fucking sweet minute, and like, you know, we've been married for what, 5, and so like it's still a lot of like learning, but like I feel like that's what makes us like.
Cause you're still young.
No, like yeah,
Yeah,
like,
you're still young.
So like, I think that's that's what I like. I like about like my marriage is the fact that like, you know, one day or another, like one of us is gonna have like that short fuse, and I will say like a lot of the times like, I do have that short fuse. Like I mean that, but that's just the way like I am. Like as much as I try and work on it, bro, like I have a short fuse, and like I think where like my fuse is like real small is when like I've noticed you have a problem and I'm trying to address it, and I come up to you and I'm like, hey, so like, do you want to talk about it? And now you don't want to communicate with me, and I'm like, nah, bro, like, what the fuck? Like talk to me, dog.
I understand that. Yeah.
Because like, I don't like to do that. Like, if it's me, what I was trying to say is, you know, like a lot of times I am the one with that short fuse, just because like that's my pet peeve of like when I ask you what's wrong and you don't tell me, you're like, nah, bro, like, now I don't want to talk. I'm like, nah, dog, like, let's fucking talk it out. Yeah, like, you go talk it out, because, like, that's the way I am. Like, when I'm mad, and, like, she comes up to me and asking me, like, what's wrong, like, oh, I'll fucking air it out. I'm like, no, like,
oh, I was waiting for you to go up.
Ooh,
girl, you want to do this right now?
fucking, I pull up my handy dandy notebook, just let it all spill out, dude. I'm like, here, this is exactly what my problem is. But like, nah, like that's like a real big thing. Like, I feel like you have to let that out. Like, Was that it? Damn, AC went on.
Right?
But like, yeah, like I feel like at least like when I'm the one with the problem, like I like to let it be known like what it is that's the problem. Just cause like, you know, I feel like if you bottle a lot of that shit up, like you're never gonna get what you want. The problem's not gonna get solved.
Exactly.
So I'm real one of those that like, nah, like if it's gonna hurt me, like fuck it. Like I'd rather know and fucking learn from it than like you being like, nah, I'm not gonna tell you. You should fucking know already. It's like, alright, well, I'm fucking keep doing what I'm doing. You know what I'm saying? Like,
you can't read your mind. I ain't no
yeah,
psychic.
and like that's some shit that like, you know, like throughout the years like we've worked on. I'm not saying like we're fucking perfect. It'll still happen from time to time just cause like there's a lot of shit going on with like the kids and shit. So like, you know, but I mean, at the end of the day, like something that like we have started to do like. And like that I appreciate is like not necessarily like having one-on-one dates, but like what I've really started to like admire is like having those like family dates, cause you know like yeah, you know like you have your girl, you know, like you seeing her mold into like something else other than just your girl. You're starting to see her mold into like a mom, and like I really admire that, cause I'm like, damn, bro, like. This person was at one time just for me, and now she's nurturing our kids, and like I fuck with that heavy, you know.
Yeah.
So,
And
like
seeing your kids grow.
Yeah, you know, like, and then like I see my kids, and I'm like, bro, like, my kids are here because like I'm able to do my part, and my wife does her part, like, you know. So like these kids are here because of us, and like, you know, so like when we have our like family dates, I'm like, bro, like, I fuck with this, like this is what I wanted,
That's
like,
what it's about.
yeah, you know, like. You know, like, you can take it off, but it's like if you just left me with my family, like, bro, like that's more than enough. Like,
Yeah.
I fuck with that. Like this is what means more to me than like any other bullshit. You know,
Seeing you grow, seeing your wife grow, or your girl, seeing your kids grow.
Yo! Sorry for the siren? It's a nice side of town? Yo! Freeze! Yo! What am up? Everybody back up! We're doing it!
Hell no!
So
I promise this never happened.
Right?
This is a nice neighborhood.
Oh, fuck,
dead,
bro,
bro.
wrap us up, bro.
Alright, bro. This might be long. I might talk. You have siblings?
Yeah.
You have siblings?
Yeah.
Alright. So I'm an only child. So I've grown up very different than y'all. You know, everyone says the only child is very spoiled. He gets what he wants, they get what they want. I will say my parents, shout out my parents, my day ones for real. They've shaped me up to the person I am now, and they didn't give me everything I wanted. I have to work for what I want, work for what I get, and this and that. And that shaped me for who I am now.
Yeah.
But then again, it's different being an only child because, you know, it's just you. You had your siblings, you know, you had someone there to be there with, you know, when the good, the bad, whatever.
You have someone to run to.
Yeah, when you didn't mess with your parents, when they got mad at you, oh, you have your siblings. I didn't. So I would say being an only child, it makes you grow up different. You know, you just got yourself, you and I, you know, you talk to yourself, you're in your head, and it makes you like very self-conscious on what you think, and you overthink a lot. But that's just me. So I would say in a relationship, or who I am as a person, is I'm very laid back. I know I have myself to rely on. But in a relationship, I know like me and I mean y'all know who I'm talking about. We've had our ups and downs, but she's my day one.
Facts.
And like I'll do anything in the world, and I'm in a different situation than y'all two. I'm almost in the situation as y'all, or as you, Jesus, with having a child, and it's just, you know, I've grown, or I've learned to to learn from my mistakes.
Yeah.
You know, I just don't have myself to rely on. Like, you know, how it's like, oh, I didn't get what I want, whatever. Shut the door, do what I want.
Mm-hmm.
Nah, like, I got my girl, I got her child. You know, her child's innocent. She's innocent. I can't let that affect them. I gotta think for the team. I gotta think about them.
Yeah.
And that's where I messed up on many times. And I ain't gonna cap. I messed up many times. And it's hurt us. And shit, bro. I'm getting kind of emotional right now.
Shut up, bitch!
Emotional right now.
Shut up.
And I would say she's helped me learn, and she's helped me be the person I am today. And it's just, we are on love, but I know she's the person I want to be with for the rest of my life. Cause shit, I think we know each other for damn near a decade.
Yeah, no shit.
Damn near a decade. So I mean, there's so much history in it, and like, this relationship, bro, or whoever's watching this, communication is key.
Don't sleep on that.
Don't sleep on it. Like, for real, don't give up on it. If y'all get in a little argument, don't say like, fuck it, I don't need to deal with this shit. I mean, if you really fuck with this person, like, fight for it. Like,
I feel you, dog.
like, bro, like, if this is like the person, like, when y'all have the good time, think about the good times more than the bad times.
I know what he's saying, bro. And again, this is like our closing segment, but one thing that me and my girl have gone through, she grew up completely different from how I grew up. I see my parents, no matter what the fuck they went through, at some point, they came back to each other. It was never like, nah, fuck you, I'm leaving the house, or fuck you, we're breaking up. It was always like, okay, they're mad, we know they're mad, we know they're gonna get over it, right? Mm-hmm. My girl, on the other hand, has seen, like, you know, she's seen divorce. She's seen what that's like, type shit. So, I know we've had spurts of her thinking like, oh, we're fighting? Okay, that means we leave now. That means our relationship is done now.
It ain't all about
you know, and it's been like, bro, stupid talks of us understanding, like, just because that's what you've seen doesn't mean that's what it is. And maybe just because what I've seen doesn't mean that's what it is. You know, like, everybody's different, bro. But we both know that we have mad love for each other, and we love each other, and we do want a future. So as long as we want that, let's work towards that. You know, even if we get in an argument here and there, week by week, whatever, as long as that's still in our mind, like, okay, we still, at the end of the day, want to be with this person in the long run, let's keep working towards that day by day. Bro, if you're watching this, it's a day by day type thing.
Hey, fights and arguments happen.
Yes, but
it's gonna happen. So I mean, it's either up to you or
I'm gonna get messed up.
Your partner. It's like, it's up to y'all to fix it.
Bro, yeah, you're not
give up on
you're
it.
not gonna be the perfect couple in a year.
No one's
in
perfect.
2 years, in 3 years, like, dog. I'm just saying, from my personal experience, fight for what you love.
Don't give up.
Try it. Be on the same page, dog. Like,
just work with each other.
Yes, be on the same page. Like, she has her life, you have your life, but at the end of the day, y'all both have one goal, right? But let it be a day by day thing. Don't be like, okay, well, and I've been at fault for this, but don't be like, okay, well, in 3 years of us being together, we gotta get married. Another 2 years after that, we have to have kids. Like, bro, no, fuck all that. If it happens, it happens. If it doesn't, it doesn't. Right? Just go day by day, and that's it, bro. I promise you, it'll save you so much stress, so much time, so many fights. Like, day by day, have fun with each other, because you never know. It takes 1 second, bro, to end a life. That's it.
And not just that, but like the same time, it's like, look, bro, if like you're trying to jump in with like kids and like, you know, wanting to build up this whole like picture perfect family shit, if you try and cram all that in within the fucking 5 years, bro,
it
like,
ain't gonna happen.
One, it's not gonna happen.
Yeah.
Two, like, you're not gonna get to know your significant other like that. Like, what, like, you have a kid after what, fucking a couple months or like that same date, bro. You don't know this person outside of them being a parent. Like,
yeah.
Like you didn't get to know that person well enough to like know their likes and dislikes. You don't know their pet peeves just because you're learning what they are as you're trying to nurture a kid, bro. Like
You're gonna be the one. You're gonna be that guy paying child support.
I ain't gonna lie.
I mean, yeah, because I mean, you're gonna be overwhelmed with a bunch of bullshit. You're gonna be like, you know what, like, maybe it is best if I just back away. And like, so like, you know, just take your fucking time. You know, like, really get to know the person you're gonna fuck. Because I mean, at the same time, like, what if you do get all that and like you find out that person's a piece of shit? Like, now you just ended up having a kid with someone who's a piece of shit. Like, and like that's what happens a lot now in society. Like, a lot of y'all want to just be fucking and nutting, and
we see it.
and, like, we don't see it. We see it. And like, no, y'all leaving these single daddies to fucking, you know, these stepdads to
And child
fucking, you
support.
know,
Yeah.
Pick up for the fucking baby daddy.
yeah, you know, they gotta pick up the
there you
baby
go.
daddy slack, and
Hey,
it's
but
like,
it could be
shit.
vice versa. It's vice
No,
versa as well.
vice versa. Because I mean, like,
A lot of these dudes just think like, oh, whatever, like, oh, she's a bad bitch, blah blah blah, whatever.
Hey, if you're a real man, you'll stick by her. That's all I gotta say.
Yeah, type of shit.
Okay, facts.
Okay.
look. I'm gonna let you know on a little gem that like I was told, and like I hope I can like pass on to my kids, like well enough to like where they're able to understand it, and it's a key that can open many locks is a powerful key. But a lock that can be opened by many keys is a worthless lock.
Yo!
You just gotta know your worth. You know what I'm saying? Like,
No, that's facts.
Like you just carry yourself like with how you want to be treated. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't settle. Like, know your worth, and like you'll be perfectly fine.
And I'm also gonna say OG. Shout out OG.
Facts.
OG.
Let me get my shit off one last second. I'm
OG.
gonna close the bitch out. Look.
OG, bro.
Everything they said is true. He just hit on the nail on the head on the last joint. Know your worth type shit. Everything they said is facts. Fights are gonna happen, this and that, work through it. Okay, fight what you love, right? This and that. But bitch, draw a line now. Draw a line, bitch. Okay? Have some self-respect, bitch. Draw a line. Okay? And if you cross that line, back out. I don't care how deep in you are, how much you love this person, this and that, how far you came, bitch, draw the line. If
Respect
you cross the line,
yourself.
yes. Bitch, if they draw the line, if they cross the line, back out.
Yeah.
That's all I have to say.
If you get smacked and you wake up the next day, it's time to fucking walk out. Like it's don't be in that.
Draw the line, bitch. Don't be like some of us.
Yeah, what he's saying is, we're not gonna get into detail, but what he's saying is like, at the end of the day, in order for you to respect someone else, you need to respect yourself.
There you go.
So if you feel like someone is disrespecting you, your significant other, that's what we're talking about. If she or he is disrespecting you, have those conversations, okay? If nothing, you see no change, or they're not respecting that you feel this type of way, bro, I don't give a fuck how much you love somebody. And bro, my girl taught me this lesson because she did it to me. I don't care how much you love somebody, you need to love yourself more.
Yep.
Okay, so if they're disrespecting you and you don't feel like you're being valued at what you set yourself at, leave.
Yep.
Okay, and if you do love that person, right, and it is meant to be, then they're gonna shape out who you want them to be, or who they're meant to be, right?
I gotta say what OG told me.
Like, okay, and we go. Y'all have anything else to say besides Rome?
I'm good. We can wrap
Okay,
up after him.
Rome, let's get it off.
Alright.
I love my girl, by the way.
OG gave me some words of wisdom, and OG been through it all, bro. And you know it.
Yep.
He told me, shout out OG, man, love you to death.
Shout out Pops number 2.
Shout out Pops.
OG. He said, if you love this girl, if you love this person, fight for it. But don't lose yourself in it. But if they're willing to work themselves, or if you're willing to work for the better goal, for the better life, for the better future, and y'all love each other, day one, like, this is who you want to be with, fight for it. Because that's all life's for.
Yep.
Life is, you're gonna learn through thick and thin. There's gonna be fights, there's gonna be arguments. This is how you're gonna go through that, what's that word?
Trials and tribulations.
Adversity. You're gonna go through adversity. So, OG basically said, if you love this person, work for it.
I like that shit.
But don't lose yourself
But
in
don't
it.
lose
Yes,
yourself.
that's
That's the key.
That's the key.
That's the underlying.
Shout out OG.
That's the underlying statement right
Yo,
there. Stand up.
Pitbull!
Yes,
Fight for what you love, but do not lose yourself in it. I think that's the main key in all of this, right? That's it, bro. That's
Bronx, New York.
That's it.
Mr. Worldwide.
Alright, look.
OG.
Look, we're wrapping up. Alright, this was episode 3 of Twin Talk with our special guest, Jesus.
Jesus, shout out to Jesus.
Yeah, shout out to Jesus, because he dead ass laid some knowledge down on us.
He really did.
Right, and I look up to this nigga, bro, because he already has a kid. He has 2 kids. He has a wife. He's been through that shit, bro. So I respect everything he has to say.
Yeah.
And this right here is my business partner. Shout out Cool Beans, Cool_Beans 210.
Go buy some.
Hey, they got some heaters.
We got
I ain't
some
gonna
heat.
lie. They got meat. They got
Coming soon.
They got heaters.
Coming soon.
They got some meat.
They got meat too, but they got heaters.
Nah, but anyways, look, we love women. We respect women.
Yep.
We were birthed from women.
Yep.
Okay.
Shout out to all the women out there.
We want to get treated with the same respect that we give y'all.
Guys, the woman head ass.
Right? Yeah. Point blank period, bro. Treat others how you want to be treated yourselves.
All is love. Love is all.
Yep.
Oh my God! Stop, we're on a roll.
This
Alright.
like reading posters.
Don't have some harsh shit to say like that.
All right, so this is it. Episode 3, Twin Talk. We're just talking about life, bro. Just
Basically.
life from a man. Life from a man.
Man's POV.
Man's POV.
Hey.
Think like a man.
Okay. Anyways, yeah, this is it. Peace.